or radio network. Yeah, I'm getting buzzed.
I'm running.
Not you.
You know, I'm running for mayor of Funtown right now.
All right, I'll vote for that.
Okay.
All right, here we go. I think I'll buy my tickets right now.
That sounds fun.
I got my tickets on Funtown. Here we go. All right, so we have one of our guests here from our live audience, Wade Wonder, who has a story that he would love to tell about his experience with Randy Hansen. Please go ahead and share that story, Wade.
Yeah, Billy. So, yeah, I don't know. I met Randy decades ago. We used to play in my very first band, actually, down at what was called Rainbow Valley down south of Olympia. And they did festivals like 4 times a year. And they were a big deal. It was like an all-weekend deal. And Randy Hansen was like one of the headliners down there. And we're like, holy crap, we get to play with Randy and everything. And, of course, we didn't do any weed. We didn't do any beer. We didn't do any mushrooms or anything down there, I promise. But somehow, anyways, Randy lost his shoes.
What?
Yeah. It was
Someone stole your shoes? Someone stole your kicks?
I don't know
Yeah, I
if
don't
someone
know.
stole them or if you just lost
I
them.
think what the deal was is that I didn't bring the appropriate shoes to wear, you know, and I couldn't wear like, you know, Converse tennis shoes because you didn't never see Jimi Hendrix wearing Converse tennis shoes. Something like that probably happened, and so I was electing to go on my bare feet probably. And
There was a lot of bare feet people there. There was a lot
Yeah.
of
Randy didn't play
lot
in
of
bare
cannoli
feet. He played in
shoes.
boots.
Yeah.
but
He
then
had those
they
killer
made me
boots.
These sandals.
My bass player, yeah.
Yeah.
He made Randy some sandals out of like some carpet samples and like some hemp rope from one of the vendors or something there. And Randy wore those the whole weekend, I believe.
Really? The whole weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a mud fest down there. I mean, it's
Yeah,
muddy.
and I'm wearing them right now. You know.
Still wearing them.
Wow, those clean up well.
Yeah, well,
The magic of radio.
Well, we kind of covered them in black Swarovski crystal. You know, I
Yeah.
can't even say it. Black. That's a tongue twister. Black Swarovski crystals.
But no, yeah, that was a good time back then. The old Rainbow Valley, I know you remember those.
What year was that, Wade?
Back in like the 90s, late 80s, early mid 90s. Yeah. And,
That's so
unfortunately,
crazy.
that whole thing fell apart. Yeah, I mean, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, everything. All things must pass.
Before it
Yeah.
fell apart, though, I was just telling Randy,
George, over here on the mic, please.
before this passed, that was part of my awakening. You know, somebody gave me this stuff called purple blotter, and my friends were just getting high and all this stuff. I went in. I was like really in. This is kind of the whole introductory part of this stuff. This was life-changing stuff, though. Rainbow Valley.
I'll tell you what. I read people's minds when I was down there at one point. Like, yeah, I've seen people shoot stars out of the sky with an imaginary bow and arrow.
Oh, brother, you
Yeah.
don't even want to know the
I've
acid
seen it
truth
all
I've
down
seen.
there. Yeah, Rainbow Valley was, yeah,
So that was
mystical, magical.
that's my
place.
birthing place, sort of.
Yeah,
and,
brother.
awakening.
I painted.
Randy Hansen was there.
I painted my
All
face.
right, then.
I painted my face blue, and I thought I was a tree.
All right. All right.
Everything's been better now. The sense of it's
Yeah,
been
I
way
feel
cooler.
better that I got that on my
So look, man, we're only minutes away from Randy playing live here at Lightning
Yeah.
Bolt Studio between a live studio audience. They've been sitting here very patient, eating turkey and a Thanksgiving dinner prepared by Nicole Bolt. Thank you very much, Nicole.
Yeah, you're welcome.
High five.
Yeah,
High five.
it's apple pie and everything. I mean, it's all homemade. It's really good, and I can't wait to dig in. So, Randy, our last song that we're going to play on this interview is Save America. It's such a great message for the times we're going through right now. Can you tell us in your mind and your heart when you wrote that song what it was all about and what it meant to you?
Well, I wrote it kind of like I wanted to write something that would be like, okay, there was all these homeless people that started showing up, and that's right when I wrote it, is when that first started happening, and I thought, I want to write something if it could possibly become a hit song. I always have these possibility things that might happen in my head, and I thought maybe if this could become a popular song, that people would think think, okay, we got to do something about this, you know. And I was just trying to more or less be a call to action, and also kind of like something that would embarrass our government into doing something about it. That's what, and I wanted to make it like America was a third world country and we needed help from the rest of the world.
We are now, yeah.
You know, and like, please donate and help these starving people that are living in the streets in America and making us look like a third world country.
Kind of like we are the world kind of deal.
Yeah, and I wanted it.
I remember that.
We need improvement.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see some improvement, and that was my little attempt at doing something about it.
All right. Well, Randy, is there any place that you support for charity, profits, anything like that? Donations, that kind of stuff for that?
You mean for the homeless?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, anything anybody can do, you know.
Okay. I didn't know if there was a particular organization that you were talking about.
Not really. I'm kind of my own organization, and I just do what I can, you know, physically can do to help people in that situation and everything. Like little things, like I ran across a lady that seemed to be freezing to death last year, you know, and so I found her a shelter. And everything. I was out there on my bike, and something told me to go away from the Seahawks game and just head home. And that's when I ran across this lady, and she really was freezing to death. And so I couldn't find her.
Really
First,
cool.
I tried all these churches, you know, with her. But you know, I went home and got her some clothing and blankets and stuff, and tried to get her warmed up. And then I found a 24-hour homeless shelter, and then got her put there, you know, so she
Excellent, man.
so she would not freeze to death, because it just, you know, it really made me sad to see this. She was rocking back and forth, and just I could tell she was in
Just trying to get through the night.
physical pain, you know.
It was just like you said, you got to move through the night to keep warm, and then you rest during the day because the sun will somewhat keep you warm. But in the winter months,
if they're addicts,
you know,
or whatever reason landed them there, you know, it's like, you know, give them a chance to make it back somehow, you know, or
give them a shot.
Yeah, give them a shot at it.
Absolutely.
You know, don't just let them go. And, you know, and everybody has the right to some dignity, you know.
Yes, I absolutely believe that.
The worst of the worst, or the best of the best.
Yeah, I totally believe in that, man.
We're all brothers and sisters, right?
Exactly. And we all live in this community right here in the Seattle
Metro.
Metro.
And we're all still children.
Yes, sir. All right, preach, brother, preach.
That's right. Hey, man, I spent a year with Sam.
Preach,
Kinison.
Brother Randy.
Sam Kinison and me were on the road for a year.
I read his book, by the way. It was
Yeah.
a very amazing autobiography.
That guy knew how to preach.
Yeah. All right, man. So check this out. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play our last single from Funtown, which is a Save America, which Randy just discussed what that was about. Randy, do you have any last words that you want to say to all the listeners here,
Well, yeah, this
listening
song,
around the world?
This song I wrote with Eddie Van Halen in mind.
Yes, and it does sound like that too. It totally has an Eddie Van Halen
I tried to make
influence.
kind of a Van Halen type song.
Yeah, and it came through, man. Kevin Philo, is there any last words you have to say before we go live to the live show? Thank you. Okay, well, thank you too, sir.
Thanks
Yeah.
to Paul for the fantastic dinner.
You're welcome.
And thanks for having us always, man. You're the coolest radio show.
All right.
There's nothing
second that.
uptight here.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
here we go. We're gonna play some Randy Hansen Save America. We're gonna smoke some weed. We're gonna drink some beer, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna hear Randy Hansen live. Yeah! All right. Here we go, baby. Crank it. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back with Randy Hansen live.